Doug, there's a lot of people in southern Ontario who said, what's going on with winter this year?
Well, there's no question the winter so far not living up to what you might expect. Winter forecast is a snapshot of the season as a whole. How will the season be remembered? And we did highlight that this cold will be most persistent, most severe during the second half of winter.
There's about 12 million people who are impacted by this, primarily in southern Ontario. And they scratched their head because a lot of them probably thought at the end of the first week of January, it was warm enough, temperatures above freezing, you could cut your lawn. 7 days later, it's like the cold's coming.
Right, so the pattern change is already underway. Now it's going to take a couple of weeks to truly lock in. Ironically, our confidence in how this winter ends is much higher now because of the mild pattern that we've been through. As we look at years with similar patterns, they had mild Decembers, inconsistent cold weather in January, and then winter really locked in for late January through February. So my confidence is now higher that we're in for a frigid stretch of weather.
And you say that this cold in southern Ontario in particular is going to come during the coldest part of what is traditionally the coldest.
That makes it much higher impact when your seasonal temperatures are the lowest, and that's when you have the coldest weather relative to normal. That makes it very frigid. So yeah, a lot of people are asking, are we going to get a big storm? Now, I mean, getting a big storm comes to the exact storm track, and you can't forecast that more than a couple of days in advance most of the time. But we didn't highlight a snowy winter. And often very cold patterns are lacking in snow. But I think we're going to get enough snow during the second half of winter that we'll have the perception that not only did it feel like winter, it looked like winter.
Now, when we look at this cold weather that settles in late January and into February, how long does it last?
Well, we don't know for sure the ending, but I do think it persists deep into the month of March. So winter is going to fulfill its calendar obligations and likely continue through mid-month.